Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Marty. What's up, Marty?
Hello, Joe.
So, what do you have to say? I know you have a lot on your mind.
Well, there you go. I mean, season three, as we have said for ages, it's been greenlit.
Yep.
So cheers to that. Uh, I I heard something else yesterday. I'm trying to think how to word this.
Okay. Well, first off, let's elaborate. Why don't you elaborate about season three? Like how I've been saying it for a while now, the only one, and then some people have come out now recently, and it confirmed it also, besides me. But I was the first one that said it. So about Disney Plus paying for season three and Russell working on season three. So why don't you elaborate more evidence towards the contrary?
Well, despite what some people are saying, the ratings are holding up in the UK and internationally. You know, Disney were not greenlighting a season three unless they were impressed with the ratings, and clearly they are happy with the ratings.
Right.
Just despite what some people may say.
Well, a lot of people. There's a
Yeah,
lot of Whovians out there that are trying to become Whovian broadcast journalists, I guess, or whatever, newscasters or whatever.
yeah. I mean, it's consolidating roughly at about already at 6 million. I mean, Space Babies is up at 6 million at the minute. So the ratings are good. I mean, the ratings from the terms of like from the BBC's perspective. I mean, RTD did an article, God, 2 weeks ago now, where basically he said the BBC are over the moon with the ratings. I mean, it's not the highest ratings it's not the ratings they want, but in terms of the demographic and the people
Right.
that they're aiming it at, I mean, they're constantly. I think it's the most watched show by 18 to 35-year-olds. So
Now,
it's
why do you think everybody's getting the ratings wrong when they're doing their videos and are they only looking at the wrong things? Because it's night and
it's
day the way they're reporting it. I mean, we know they want Doctor Who canceled, but are they just making it that the ratings are that way by looking at the wrong thing?
well, a lot of it's to do. Ratings aren't the same. I didn't know this until I started working in TV, but like ratings are not. They're not what they were 10 years ago. They're not what they were 5 years ago. Even never mind 10 years ago. There's so much variety and so much choice that for a show to pull in something like 2, 3 million views on the overnights, that's actually considered decent nowadays. I didn't think that before, but it is.
Right.
And some of them, I know some of the more recent episodes are consolidating around 3.54 million. But when you're coming in as like, the most watched show on the night on BBC One, I mean, if that's the biggest rating that BBC One's getting, I mean, surely the BBC are going to be happy with that. If that's the biggest show on their schedules that day, of course they're going to
Right.
be happy with it. So if it's the biggest show on the BBC and it's performing well and it's up there as it's constantly, because if you go on, I know you don't have it in America, but if you go on iPlayer, you can see what shows are trending in the UK that week, a bit like Netflix where they have a top 10.
Right.
And Doctor Who is always in that trending section.
Well, why are they?
Always.
Why are these channels leaving that out though? Like why? And we know a lot of these people. We've dealt with a lot of these people. We've been in podcasts with these people. Why are they not showing everything to the audience? Are they just trying to do the one-sided approach to prove their theory that Doctor should be canceled?
I mean, it's hard to know. I mean, I don't really, as I say, I don't really watch anybody else anymore.
Right.
I don't really watch
It's
people that
almost
are
like
negative.
it's almost like Fox News or CNN or MSNBC where they're pushing their own candidate, right? In this sense, like they're pushing an agenda. These other Whovians about getting Doctor Who
It seems to
canceled, and
be,
they're not revealing all the
yeah,
stuff. They're not revealing all the tools.
and it's mainly the big ones. It's mainly the big ones. The people that have 10, 20. 30, the big ones that don't just cover Doctor Who, but cover lots of other shows as well.
Well, they're getting it wrong too, though.
Yeah. I mean, the BBC would not be, I mean, Disney would not be renewing their contract. I'll tell you what I heard today, right? I'm going to put this out here because, do you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to say it as it is. I was told today by someone who knows someone else that they haven't just greenlit season 3. They haven't just greenlit season 4. But I was told today that they've greenlit up to season 5. So,
Right.
whether that's true or not, we'll find out. But I have
like I told you, I have my sources that I put it out there way before anybody else, and I really didn't care. And look, here's the thing. I have a source that's directly in the BBC, and like I said, you had interactions with Russell T Davies also, with different things. But my thing is that I said that Disney Plus does not want anybody to know that they greenlit it, so they asked just to say that it's not confirmed, even though it is, right? So because they don't want to deal with angry Whovians right now, they want to deal with just the Star Wars aspect, I guess. But it was greenlit because you wouldn't be working on the scripts if it wasn't, and they paid them already. So now there was a little video, right, from Russell.
Yeah. It was a BAFTA video, and basically halfway through it, he dropped, we're on script 4 of season 3 at the minute. Whether he has written all 4 scripts, but he did say in, I think it was in that interview, or was it in a separate interview that came out this week, that basically all the scripts for season 3 have to be done by August because they go into pre-production in September,
which means it's paid for. They're gonna film. Like, hello.
Yeah. So pre-production for season 3 starts, I believe, the end of September. They're filming in the middle of February next year.
Right.
But before that, way before that, I'm hearing there's going to be an announcement next week or the week after. Take this with a massive pinch of salt, but I have heard that they're going to film the spin-off now over the summer, right through to October.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the spin-off is being filmed now. It's ready to go. They're ready to go any minute with the spin-off, and so basically it keeps the crew in work, because the crew go and work on the spin-off till October,
absolutely,
November, December, and then they have a bit of time off over Christmas, and then they're back shooting season 3.
And besides season 3, they'll be shooting the season 3 Christmas special. That's after season 3. Mm-hmm. Also,
that'll probably be the first thing they film. So so February 25, they'll be filming the Christmas special for 2026.
Now, the only thing I don't know personally, right? Because I've heard a lot of information. I got a lot of information. The only thing I don't know myself for sure is if Shooty is in season 4. I know he's season 3, and I know he said he wants to stay a while. Do you have any information about that? Like if he's not going anywhere or anything?
For reasons I can't comment for the time being.
We'll talk off air.
Yeah. But I know season 3 is definitely a go. I don't know about anything further after that.
I know his script is supposed to be a big deal, the one he's working on right now.
Yeah, he's
like big, high caliber, like a lot of shit going on in it.
Put it like this: he's very much in demand outside of Doctor Who. His career is going to take off,
right?
And I'm sure he loves the show, and I'm sure he loves working with Russell and all the team in Cardiff. But you can see it already. Like he's doing a movie with Benedict Cumberbatch. He's doing that play.
Yeah,
he's probably got a lot of offers.
And Olivia Colman.
Yeah. He's probably got a lot of offers sitting on the table that he's had to.
But also Russell's right. But also Russell's career is going up on the upswing too.
Oh yeah. I mean,
You hear me?
Russell
No, I
was
mean
basically
like they
saying that
like I'm talking like Disney. Disney wants him to do other stuff too.
I don't know. I don't
Can you
know
hear
about
me,
that. Maybe
Marty?
they do. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Might be
can
having
you hear
trouble with
me?
the internet, maybe.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm saying like he's
Um,
been asked to do other stuff too, like Russell. I mean, Russell's his career is growing besides Doctor Who and spinoffs. So, I mean, he's going to be doing
yeah.
spin-offs.
He's got. I know. Well, not from him. Not from him personally saying this, but I know that he's got other ideas for dramas like It's a Sin, like in the
Right.
pipeline that he wants to do. So
Right.
if he, it's a bit like how they were a year ahead of themselves now at the minute, and they've got loads
Would
of
that
time.
be on Disney Plus? Those things, or would they just be on BBC?
I think they'll be on like BBC, Channel 4, ITV, the different. But
Okay.
the idea is that if he if he's so far ahead of himself, and say they shoot season 3 and season 4 back to back, hypothetically. Yeah. So say he's got 2 seasons.
Well, I would think they should do that. They should film season 3 and season 4 together. That would be easier to film.
That's what I heard originally. That it was going to be another 2 seasons back to back. That was going to be he was going to leave after that.
Right.
And then I don't know. I don't know if Russell will stay or Russell will go. I imagine.
Well, we know he committed to 4 seasons as showrunner, and he said he was going to write the next Doctor after shooting. That he did say in the beginning. But he's not leaving Doctor Who as in he'll leave as showrunner, but not as executive producer. He's still going to be like the Kevin Feige of Doctor Who and Disney Plus. He's going to have a whole bunch of stuff on his plate. That I've said this in videos before. I don't know why people. I mean, look. Here's the thing: we could agree to disagree about Doctor Who, us, you, me, and the other Whovians that are against Doctor Who. I don't get the hatred on my channel that people are just like with the threats and the put downs about my weight and my teeth and all. Like people are just very vicious and horrible. And I don't get that. I don't understand why you can't just agree to disagree. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm bringing the news. There's no thing about it. It's if Doctor was getting canceled, I'd be telling everyone Doctor's getting canceled. It's not. So I'm just bringing the news like everybody else, but I have a unique perspective on it with different sources, and you have sources as well, and Connor has sources. So we're just doing the news. People just don't like what we have to say. Some people, but it is what it is, man. I mean, you know what? If you think he's writing scripts for no reason without getting paid for it, sorry, he is getting paid for it. Everything's set. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't get it. Like, they think that Doctor was canceled, and then what about the spinoffs? They didn't say anything about that. So all this is happening still. They all got it wrong, Marty.
Yeah. Well, that's it. They have that
little bit of ego to say that I got it right, and they can eat it, and I'm happy about that. That's fine. I'll rub it in all the time that I'm right. I don't care.
I mean, nothing's changed. The spin-off's coming. Season 3's happening. I mean, if what I've said to you is right and what I've heard is right, that they're at least up till season 5. I mean,
like I said, besides what you told me, I actually have someone in the BBC directly, and other people like to do with the on set. So I get my information too, besides what like stuff you tell me or Connor tells me, and then I usually confirm whether you say and then Connor says or whatever. But like I was told I told you the guy I spoke to directly, and he's like, no, it's approved, it's greenlit, season 3, it's Doctor Secure, and I'm like, okay, thank you.
But that's it. Like, I mean, the ratings. People talk about the ratings falling off a cliff. The ratings, what they consider high now in terms of overnight ratings is like the likes of 4 and 5 million overnights. That is what's considered high. So if you're consolidating in the likes of 4, 5, 6 million, anywhere within that bracket, and you're within the top 10 or even the top 20 for the week, I mean, there's literally nothing, from a person
I sort of love the approach that Disney Plus is taking with this, that the arrogance that they ain't going to say anything. I love that. I love that they're just going to be silent, right? And they told Russell to not confirm that it's commissioned for spite, like to lie, just like he had to lie about Susan Twist, right?
Yeah.
And he's okay with it. And he just throws these little things out there for you to catch, to see, oh, it's confirmed. Oh, it's approved. Oh, they're filming, right? But
Yeah.
Disney is just, I have to give hats off to Disney for being perfect at this, because what's going to happen is people are going to get, like, these bad Whovians are going to get so crazy when they find out that season 3 is a go, that they're going to have a meltdown. And I'm going to love watching that shit too, because of course I'm going to make some comedy videos too to shove it up their ass. But I mean, this is great. This is fucking fantastic. It's great for me because Matrix Reloaded 2 and 2 is victorious and you're not. And I fucking love that, man. I love that shit. I love being right, of course, all the time. So Go Russell, man. Go Russell. Great job.
It's gonna be. It'll be interesting. I mean, I've heard a few bits and pieces and things in terms of what they're planning and what they're doing.
Right.
But again,
we're not going to say that here.
Yeah.
We're giving them. We gave them too much. I don't want to give them what I know either. So we're going to hold off on some of that stuff for a little bit now, and then we'll wait for season 2 to go through, because you tell them too early, they'll forget it. They won't know, and we're just going to save that for when we need to. But all right, Marty, I know you got to go. We're going to talk a couple minutes off air before you go. But thank you guys for watching. Maybe it's the news you wanted. Maybe it's news that you didn't want, but it's the actual news. Doctor Who confirmed on Disney Plus season 3, as I told you. And the spinoff happening, and may not be going your way, but oh well. All right. Take care. Bye for now.